What's up, everybody? Today we're back with another video all about women. That's right, you heard me. On this channel we have a deep history of loving, caring, and really just appreciating women in general. We've even had a few women on the channel. We had that lady from Living with Latinos, and many, many more. So when I saw this video on Buzzfeed about these men who've been disrespecting women all their lives, it caught my eye. I was a little bit upset when I saw it. It's called Men Go Without Inventions Made by Women for a Day. I just feel like the only reason they'd be doing that is because these men haven't been giving women the respect they deserve, that we've all been giving them on this channel. But some people out there, they're not like us. They don't get it. So what we're gonna do today is look at this video and see where these guys went wrong. Like what? How could they have just forgotten about the women? They just forgot? It's like half of the people.
It's just impossible. It's impossible. I keep using social media. I can't only text. This is too difficult.
Wow, what a horrifying and dramatic note to begin on.
It's impossible.
I don't know, it's like, if you don't use social media for a day, is it really gonna kill you? And they're like, oh, it's impossible.
Today we are here to not use products that women have made for an entire day.
I think it's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's fine, it's just a day. But I feel like I'm going to be wrong and today's gonna be horrible.
I think there's gonna be a lot of things that we don't expect on this list that we're not gonna be able to use.
That's like a given, right? If not, it would be a pretty boring video.
Some things that I knew already that were invented by women.
Things I knew already that were invented by anyone. Like, I know people invent things all the time, but the only invention I can think of is the light bulb. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. I don't know anything else. I don't think anyone's going around being like, yeah, women don't invent things. Like, that's not a stereotype about women. I only know one invention. Why would I think that? I don't think anyone thinks that.
I looked into this more after the fact. Turns out there are a lot more men inventors than women inventors, so my bad on that. I didn't know why, like, men would inherently come to mind when people were talking about inventions. That's all I was confused about. Okay, bye.
We are going to pick from this bowl. Each one's gonna be an invention, and we're gonna guess if it was a man or a woman who made it. Improved can opener. I didn't even know there was an unimproved can opener.
I'm gonna say dude.
I'm gonna say a dude.
Windshield wiper. I'm gonna say dude.
I'm gonna say a woman, because I'm pretty sure they're driving, it's raining.
Oh, also windshield wipers, I knew that one too, that was a woman.
She's like, honey, you can't see, you need like something to clear the windshield wiper. He's like, I got this, okay? Cheryl, I got it.
Cheryl? Cheryl could be a boy's name too, you know.
Square bottom paper bag. I'm gonna say guy on this.
All of these are female inventions.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow, that's pretty neat. That's interesting how seamlessly that fit into the theme of the video as well. Kind of predictable.
Really?
That's wild. That's so cool.
Just another quick little editor's note. Oh, that's wild. I found that so stupid. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Now that we know all these things were invented by women, we're gonna try to do the day without them. This is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Everything that was invented by women has essentially advanced the current day and age of how we live.
Yeah, that is the fucking point of inventing things, is to advance the way we live. What? He's saying it like he's just stumbled upon this incredible definition of inventing things that no one had ever figured out before. No, you invent things because it's like, oh, I want to make this task easier. That's advancing how people live. Yeah, duh.
Hardest challenge was not using anything on my cell phone.
So I just got out the restroom, and of course, I right away started using social media on my phone. We're not allowed to use our cell phones at all.
I don't know what a touch phone is, or a touch tone phone is, but okay, like, I get it, they're taking away the whole phone. But I feel like it's gonna be dumb if it just turns into like, guys don't use their phones for a day. Because that really doesn't have anything to do with the women inventors. Whatever point they're trying to make, that wouldn't really have to do with the women inventors.
The fact that I went straight to the restroom and went straight to all my apps and Instagram, this is gonna be harder than I thought.
I kind of enjoyed, you know, the kind of disconnecting in a way. It's kind of just like liberating a little bit.
So the biggest challenge for me was having really bored poops. Like I would go poop and I can't go on any apps on my phone.
The biggest challenge of the day was having really bored poops. If you're gonna try and make a video about like uplifting women inventors, and then the biggest challenge for one of the guys having really bored poops because he can't use his phone, that's so sad. Like, why would you put that in the video?
So I'm just sitting there staring at a wall.
So it's round 2 of the most boring poop ever.
Thank God for women, because now I don't have bored poops. If women hadn't invented these things, well, I'd have bored poops, and that'd be my biggest challenge. But aside from that, it wasn't so bad. Like, is that really the point you want to be making in this video?
I was kicked out of my desk because it would happen to be cold.
They wanted to put on the heater, which I cannot use, so I'm officially kicked out and I have to sit somewhere else. So now I have to be cold and Wi-Fi-less, really a step back in time.
Well, you know who got kicked out of places? Women. Back in the day, they got kicked out of all the boys' places, so you can suffer through the cold.
Went in to go, you know, grocery shopping, and when I was checking out, the checkout person asked me if I wanted a brown, you know, paper bag or a plastic bag. I was like, oh, shoot, no, I'm gonna just hold my stuff.
Oh shoot, that totally slipped my mind before I walked in the grocery store. Oh shoot. Bring your own bag. Bring just a recyclable bag, so you don't have to be wasting paper bags anyway. Who invented those? I don't know. But my mom told me to use them. She taught me that. And guess what? She's a woman. Did I just blow your mind? Did I just explode your brain?
So instead, I have my food chilling with me.
That's like 2 things. If you really needed a bag for those 2 things, you have a lot bigger problems than not appreciating women every second of the day.
I caught myself. She was like, would you like a paper bag? I was like, no, I do not want a paper bag.
I couldn't go on Netflix because, I mean, that was kind of a thing.
I couldn't watch Netflix for a day.
Oh, I couldn't look at apps on my phone while I took a poop, while I took a big fat shit.
Couldn't stream on my computer.
I have nothing to watch because I can't use Wi-Fi, which means I can't use any entertainment whatsoever, or internet, or Netflix, or Hulu, or anything else.
It just became a video about men don't use technology for a day. Any female inventors watching this video would be like, oh, thank God I've created a society where these guys can't have, like, bored poops. Also, I'm sure Buzzfeed has a video about people don't use their phones for a day too. I'm sure of it. People don't use phones for a day. People try living without a phone. First video, Buzzfeed.
It's gonna suck.
I have a doctor's appointment later this week, and I think I'm gonna have to print out a map.
Oh my God, a map? That's awful. That's awful. Never mind. I'm completely on board. I've never even seen a map. I wouldn't know how to use it.
I'm having like a physical response to this right now.
They're literally putting these people through a series of torture chambers. I really feel for these people.
So I've only walked this distance from Buzzfeed to my car, and I've already reached in my pocket to make a call, to check my email, and to check my Facebook, each on separate.
I thought that he didn't have his phone. Why is he like checking his phone if he didn't have his phone? He's not supposed to have his phone. Phone.
The struggle's pretty real.
I'm still alive.
This is getting impossible.
I'm still alive. I haven't died yet.
Past weekend going to San Francisco was really, really, really hard. I missed my friend's birthday party.
Oh no.
So I went to a party this past weekend. On the left side of me, people were having a conversation. On the right side of me, people were having a conversation. And I didn't have a phone to look at to keep me occupied or anything.
You could have just joined the conversation. You don't go to a party to look at your phone. Just talk to them. Also, why have you reenacted this in black and white? You were like, you know what? This story that she told is so good. We need to get her back. We need actors there. We need to act this out right now. It is too good not to act out. It is imperative to the video that we do this.
This, I do not know where I am. So printing out map directions wasn't that bad.
Don't map and drive.
But once I made a wrong turn, I had to use like this tiny map they print out to figure out how to correct it.
Who printed out your map? Why'd you say they printed it out? Print out your own map. Make it bigger. Zoom it in. Boy. Bring a magnifying glass. People don't use those anymore. You know why? Because we rely on our phones. It's a shame.
But on the other hand, people have used maps for centuries.
That's right. People have used maps for centuries. So insightful.
I had to use a landline at Home Depot. I don't really like asking people for favors, and this one felt like a weird favor.
Why do they... Yeah, you like that? Mm-hmm. Why do they keep reenacting stuff, like, in black and white? Like, they think it's so neat that they need to go reenact it. Ooh. Who cares?
I feel like my thought processes are more sophisticated because they're not constantly interrupted.
I'm not sure about that. Maybe you think more because you're not on your phone as much, so you can like think by yourself, but maybe not.
I am, however, in fact, noticing when other people are seeming distracted because they might be on their phones on the road.
I'm not on my phone so much anymore while I'm driving. And so she looks around and she's like, wow, look at all these guys on their phones. Look at all these stupid plebs. Huh? Look up. That's what she said, right? That's what she's implying. Did she not just admit like that she texts and drives all the time? Am I wrong? Am I being weird?
You know, really that kind of made me realize how much easier things are when you just have a cell phone to connect with someone immediately.
Doing this challenge has made me really appreciate the privilege that comes with having a cell phone. It makes you look at the world again.
But aside from that last part about like not being able to text and drive anymore, the last video didn't add anything that this one hasn't already covered about living without a phone.
It's just impossible. It's impossible. I keep using social media. I can't only text. This is too difficult.
Hardest challenge was not using anything on my cell phone.
They said they were living without inventions made by women, but it really just was, oh, I'm living without a phone, it makes life more difficult, and now I appreciate my phone more when I get it back, right? It was like a completely unnecessary video that I don't think really contributed anything to anything they were trying to contribute to, if that makes sense. That's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys just appreciate your poops a little bit more, you know? Peace.